Welcome back all you kings, queens, and in-betweens to another video here on the channel. And today we are going to be discussing an OVA. That's how you have to say it every time. And this OVA is for the series Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? It is the first OVA, and it is called Is It Wrong to Expect a Hot Spring in a Dungeon? I think that it was smart to make this an OVA and not part of the series, because it picks up after a climactic moment. Having this be the last episode of that season, which is where it would fit, would drop us down from that climactic moment. And having it be the first episode of the next season seems kind of pointless, because it's a holdover of the previous season. So I think having this as an OVA that takes place between the two seasons makes sense.
I would agree with that. It's also basically a beach episode without being a beach episode.
It's a Hot Springs episode.
So we get a lot of bikinis, which is pretty awesome.
Yes.
And men in swim trunks.
I think this episode's fun. There's not really a ton of development or anything you get out of this besides the fact that you find out that Hermes custom makes bathing suits for all of the women around him.
Well, he's a stage 1 creeper.
Yes. We get to see all the characters in bikinis. We get to see Hestia be too big for her bikini and make like this makeshift poison ivy bathing suit thing where she incorporates her little string thing that goes around her boobs normally. There's not really much to say about this besides the fact that it's a beach episode. Yeah, there's some fighting that takes place, but nobody's watching this going, oh, I can't wait to see the fight scene that takes place in the OVA.
I mean, I'd say it's on par with the rest of the series. It doesn't really add anything. It doesn't really detract anything. It kind of just keeps the flow going. But it's much etchier, partially because of the clothes, partially because I think it's slightly more suggestive in like a tiny package than the series as a whole. And it really hammers home how much the supporter and Hestia just want to be with Bell and how much Hestia just hates Wallenstein or whatchamacallit her name, whatever.
I do like the fact that she refuses to call her by her actual name, even though it's not a very complicated name. It's longer than most people's names, but it's not that complicated. And she just every time makes sure that she's like, Valen, what's her face or whatever.
It's because she doesn't like her. That's a competition.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So should people watch this?
Yeah, I think it's sexy. I think it keeps in line with everything else. I think it's fun. It's only 20 minutes, really, if you cut out the opening and the title sequence at the end where they give credit for everybody. So
the title sequence at the end, you mean the credits?
That's the one. I was like, what are those called again? I had a blank.
I'm gonna say yes, you should watch this. It's fun. I'm sure if you're watching this, you have an appreciation for the character designs, so you're gonna get the most out of the character designs in this episode. You don't have to watch this episode. If you are so ready for season 2 that you want to skip the OVA, the movie, and the side story, you could skip this one at the very least. We haven't consumed the other ones yet, but yeah, I think you should watch it. Something else that I always think you should watch is this Should You Watch content here on the channel. Like the video if you like it. Comment down below. Let us know if you've seen the OVA. Have you seen season 1? Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of this content going forward and ring that bell so you know what's up, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye, guys.